Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen and welcome if this is your first time stopping by. So today's video is kind of a video just to make myself feel prettier. So I'm in one of those moods where I just kind of want to take some extra time for myself, make myself feel extra good in my skin and very like, you know, just extra special. So I am just kind of gonna chit chat with you guys as I get ready. I have nothing in specific like planned in terms of like an eye look or anything, so we're kind of just gonna go with the flow, see what I am gravitating towards. But yeah, anyways, so let's get right into this video. So starting off, as always, I'm gonna just pull my hair back. So it's been a good day so far. I woke up, I did some conditioning this morning, and I've gone on a couple of cardio runs. It's kind of hard to explain. I'll talk about this in another fitness video coming up. But I just wanted to take the time to let you guys know that my morning has been pretty chill. I also, it's like in the afternoon now, so I've had a lot of time with literally no makeup, just like getting stuff done around the house, which has been really nice. Right now I'm putting on lotion. I'm doing this TikTok hack. I've been trying it for a couple of days. I'm still trying to decide if it really does anything or not, but yeah. So you put moisturizer on first. And this whole routine I'm about to show you is supposed to help with longevity of your makeup. So it's very different than anything I would have ever thought of. But whoever came up with this she's popular right now on TikTok. So taking my Rimmel Stay Matte in Transparent, you just put a little bit of the powder on top of the moisturizer. I think this just helps it adhere to the face, and you don't want to do a lot of powder. It's just like a light dusting of powder. Once you do that, you spray your face with some kind of setting spray. This week I've been using the Maybelline Lasting Finish setting spray. So is this a good setting spray? Honestly, it's okay. Like nothing absolutely life-changing about it, but I am trying to use things up, as you guys know. So once your face is completely dry from the setting spray, you go in with a primer. So I've been rotating through a ton of different like small primers because I haven't decided which one I like. I'm kind of back and forth right now, to be completely honest. So today I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the smoothing one, so it has more of that just very normal, like, pore filling property. So I'm going to put this on my T-zone and then spread it out on the rest of my face from there. And then you're just supposed to do the rest of your face as normal. So like those first 3 steps were the ones that I was referring to from the TikTok video. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing TikTok makeup hacks. Yeah, because I think that would be like a fun video to try. So let me know. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and I'm going to be mixing in these Catrice Cosmetics Makeup Transformer Drops to make your makeup waterproof. This is already really long wearing, so I'm kind of interested to see what this combination does. So make sure you shake up your foundation, and I'm going to just make this mixture on the back of my hand. You don't need too much. Sometimes I do too much of this foundation and you don't want to look all overdone. And then I'm going to take the Transformer Drops, because you're supposed to mix it into whatever liquid product you're trying to make waterproof. And then I'm going to mix it together with my finger on the back of my hand here. And then I'm going to spray or spread this on my face. And then I'll blend it with a sponge. I did take too much foundation, if you guys were wondering. I'm going to zoom you guys in nice and close so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to blend out the foundation that I placed on my face. I've really only been wearing like long wear makeup. I'm just taking whatever's on the back of my hand and adding a little bit more to my face here. But I've really been into wearing long wear makeup only, like in terms of foundation, because I have really long days when I have to get up early for early morning conditioning, and then I come home and I do my makeup and go to work. I have really long days, so I don't want my makeup to be creasing halfway through my work day. So I always look for, I'm still kind of on the hunt, but this one is probably the best by far in terms of long wear. But I'm still on the hunt, just looking for the perfect foundation that will stay on my skin all day and not crease or rub off around my nose. I do touch my face a lot, so it needs to be one of those like transfer proof foundations, and it has to be long wearing. So I have a lot of high expectations, and nothing has quite met it exactly, and I've tried a lot of different really long wearing foundations. So I'm still on the hunt, and I'm still also going through things I already have because I don't really want to buy another product right now. So it's kind of tricky. It's like I want to try something new, but I'm trying to keep myself from not doing that. I'm going to be mixing the hydrating camo concealer from e.l.f. and the Tarte Shape Tape for the perfect blend of color under my eyes. This one has more of that peachy tone, which cancels any darkness. And then the other one I'm going to use for more of the brightening aspect. I feel like the $6 hydrating one is just as good as the Tarte Shape Tape. If I had that in a lighter color, I'd probably use that one all on its own. I think I'm going to do my spending freeze all the way up until April, so end of March. So only one more month. But I think I'm going to do a video about what my spending freeze taught me. My cousin actually was the one who was like, hey Kristen, you should do this kind of video. And I thought it was a really good idea because she and I have been talking a lot throughout my spending freeze about like new launches and then like my mindset with a lot of makeup that's coming out. So I'll share all my thoughts in that video if you guys are interested in seeing it. Let me know down below. So once we have that flawless base, I'm going into my Stay Matte powder from Rimmel again. Just going to swirl my brush and set my concealer first and then the rest of my face. You guys know the drill. I literally do not change this part of my routine. So yeah, also looking for a new long wearing like mattifying powder. I always have been using Rimmel Stay Matte and it has never done me wrong, but I think it's time for me to try something new because maybe that is the reason that my makeup isn't lasting as long as I'd like. So you guys should tell me in the comments like anything that you recommend. I just cleaned off the foundation off my lips because they were covered, and I'm going to put on some lip balm. I'm going to use the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in Berry. You guys know I was obsessed with these all winter long, and the obsession has stayed. So I'm going to go into bronzer. I'm using the NARS Seaside Bronzer. I got this a while back. I've been using this a lot, switching out to figure out what bronzer I love. Everybody loves the butter bronzer, and I do too, but in my collection I don't have that currently, and so I'm trying to discover something I love that I have in my collection. And this has been really, really nice because it applies beautifully on the skin, and it really is just the perfect color for me. And I got this on sale at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's. You gotta love those makeup finds there. You guys know I love shopping there. So I have this primer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their base. It's a little mini sample, but man is this stuff strong. So you need the teeniest amount, and you need to blend it pretty well. It's colored. Not like, I think it's supposed to be like a neutral color, but it can look kind of pasty, but it does hold your makeup really well. So today I'm going to be using the Too Faced Gingerbread Eyeshadow Palette. This is the Gingerbread Spice, and I think I'm gonna gravitate kind of towards like the cranberry tones in here. So first we need a transition shade. So I'm gonna go into Powdered Sugar, and I'm gonna put this on my brow bone and just right above where we're gonna put our crease shade. This is just going to help with our blending. It'll make it a lot easier for us. I recently cleaned all of my blending brushes, so I'm pulling all of those out. I'm gonna zoom you guys in even more so you can kind of see what I'm doing with my eyes. Hopefully the lighting is good. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Morphe Jeffree Star JS5 brush. I'm going to take the shade called Look at My Cookie. It's like this like light peachy pink color. And I'm going to blend that through the crease. Then going into a more precise brush, I'm going to be taking the shade Gingerbread Latte down here. I'm going to direct this into the crease a bit more. Going back without taking any additional product, I'm just going to blend this out. Going back with that same brush we just used, I'm going to go into the shade Gingerbread, which is a little bit deeper. I'm just going to do that more on the outer half of the lid, deepening up the crease a bit and the outer V area. Taking the smallest amount of the darkest shade right here, I'm going to go in with a small crease brush. I'm going to put that right on the outer V, really lightly applying this. We're doing very light circular motions right in that outer V area. Now for the lid, I want to take this shade called Hot Toddy, which is this shimmery cranberry color. I'm going to use my finger first. I'm hoping this is going to be what I want it to be. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's kind of a duochrome of like a gold and a pink. On my finger it's a little bit more visible, so hopefully the camera is picking that up. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that darker shade, deepening that outer V again. And then I'm going to take a little bit more Gingerbread Latte and Gingerbread. So we're kind of working our way backwards again. We're literally doing just like a tap of each of the shades. And then finally we're going to go into Looky at My Cookie, which is the first one we put on. Blending out the very top part of this. And it should be nice and blended. Now we're going to just put the lower lash shades on. So I'm going to use first the same one for Looky at My Cookie. I'm going to take this. It's going to be very fluffy, so try to be careful. And apply that under the lid. On the lower lid, I mean. Then taking that next brush for those other two brown shades, mixing them together. Bringing those under my lower lash. And then taking that last shade, which is Reindeer Paws, taking that on the outer half of the lower lash. We are going to take a smaller inner corner brush, and I'm going to take Spiced Eggnog and put it on the inner third of the lid, and then I'm going to take Frostbite Me and mix it with powdered sugar to kind of dull down the shades. You guys can't see that. So I'm taking Spiced Eggnog right here on the outer third, and then these two on my inner corner. And this is just to tone down the darkness right here. Not that it's like super dark, because I do want it to be smokier, but I don't want it to look like I'm tired, because that does have that red tone in it. And then doing the inner corner, because I think an inner corner highlight always kind of completes a look if you're really going for one. So just putting that there. Right now I'm gonna hop off camera, do my brows, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my brows on. I'm going into the Stay Matte powder, and I'm just going to use that as my underbrow highlight, as well as just kind of cleaning up these sides here. So I'm just gonna take a small brush, cleaning up the tips there and working around the edges here. For blush, I'm going to be going into the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo with the matte and the shimmer. So first, I'm going to apply the shimmer on the high points of the face, kind of as like a highlight. We'll probably be highlighting more than this, but it kind of gives a cool effect. You'll see how it comes out. And then going in with my regular blush brush and blending on some blush. Wow, this is way too much blush. We'll be cleaning that up in a second. As you guys know, I always blend this into my hairline too, so it looks like a little bit more natural of a blush as well. And then I'm going to just go in with my sponge, my wet sponge. It's still damp. I'm going to pat around the edges, and on top of this, it's going to blend it out a bit and make sure it doesn't look too overpowering on the face. Since we went very mauve and very pretty on the face with the pink and everything, I'm going to use the Laura Geller Diamond Dust Illuminator. I've been using this a lot lately, so it's a nice one. The Gelato, I think they're called the Gelato Illuminators, and this one has a pink shift, so it looks like I have a pink highlight on, which works perfectly with the whole look that I'm going for today. I'm even going to put this a little bit on my nose. Bring a little of that duochrome funness to my nose as well. For mascara, I have been using the Pure Fully Charged Mascara powered by Magnetic Technology. So I will do a couple of coats of this. So as I'm going through and assessing the situation, I want to add a little bit more of this highlight on my cheeks and into my inner corners as well. If I can find where I put my highlighting brush. So I'm going to put a bit more just right on the top part of the cheekbone. Like that. And then I'm going to take this smaller brush that I used for my inner corner highlight before, and I'm going to put this right here because it has that pink reflect. I am just going to leave lip balm on for this look. I feel like it doesn't really need anything extra on the lips. I'm going to zoom you guys out. So I am going to do one more thing because as I'm looking at my face, I feel like I need to do it. I don't really have like the best brush for this, so I'm gonna go into a little bit of a brown powder, and I'm just contouring, like bringing my nose forward a little bit more, and I'm just going to set my face. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of get ready with me / making myself feel pretty for today sort of video. Again, I do need recommendations for some new powders, so tell me what kind of powders you guys use, and if you recommend anything for longevity, like good long wearing powders, that is what I need. Other than that, I'm just gonna go and relax for the rest of the evening with my fiance and have a good night. So I hope you guys can do the same. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a good one. Bye guys!